Hellcat. Yeah.
Hellcat.
Tell me, do you know the feeling? Looking up and see no.
So what you doing here, Mach?
Just blocking this off here. So this down here, street business, no. Everybody should be upstairs blocking people.
No intruders.
No intruders, man. For sure. I'm fat as shit, like I don't even look at this camera. What size is this door? 36? No, not 30. That shit little as hell. Yeah, look, 36 got us out here. Huh? After the frame, it would have been past this. Right.
I'm trying to think of. I need to get somebody who's like a creative director. I don't like I don't like the pre-planned shit because everything that I've ever done been like natural.
Organic, yeah.
But it's, sometimes you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, like these big YouTubers pre-planning. Oh, tomorrow I gotta go to this shop.
Yeah.
Thursday I gotta go to that shop, and then they'll.
I mean, it's just like the reality TV. Like, you don't have to script. You script the scenarios, right? Not the actual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's more like, hey, I'm gonna go here and do this, but whatever we talk about, whatever happens from there is like natural.
Yeah, I improv. I'll over improv.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm with you. I feel like like you gotta start finding stuff like, a little bit more unique.
There's no. I have no form. Like before, it's like my bank account's unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me wake up. Fuck the report. We got nothing to do. Fuck it. Let's go buy a car.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh shit. Now I gotta use my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like people see me getting rich again, but they don't know how.
Mm-hmm. And
it sucks that I just can't really display it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a tough one because that's kind of what built your channel.
Yeah.
Was that stuff? I mean, the good thing is like you have an established core at this point. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a matter of like how do we maintain and manage that without boring them or being redundant. And I feel like that's why the music stuff can be a good break. Even if it's just you. And again, like maybe you have to go to New York for a good studio one day or something like that. But maybe that could be one. Just like in New York at the studio doing music stuff. Like then I feel like there's other parts of your life that you could probably show. That's still entertaining and people want to know.
So say something. Start talking about something.
No, fuck that. Just bring that back over here. Yo, it's crazy. My boy KP came over, and look.
Look at this. I can actually present this.
Present this. Yeah, you blur it out. Holy shit. You know what's crazy, bro? There was there's a YouTuber who like makes like bashful videos on me, like 30 in a row, and he was saying that I was buying views.
For real?
So that's the reason why I didn't have this. But you know what's crazy? And YouTube says that it takes 30 days, 2 to 3 weeks to come.
Yeah.
It's been less than a week.
Oh yeah, now they always do.
Yeah, I remember it was a few days ago.
It's less than a week.
They always do that just to be safe, because they don't know. They could be sending it to Hong Kong or who knows where it's going.
But you know what? I'm happy that video came out because I would have never. I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I can't wait till I get the million one now.
10 million one is where it's at though. You seen that one? That shit you want to be able to pick up. Like,
yeah, but you know what's crazy? Is that like if you would have asked me 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, what was my dream? Like my all-time dream, it was to get $100 flat. That swear to God.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought this was impossible.
Yeah, for most people it is.
And I did this on my almost a month and a half into YouTube.
Yep. So I mean, you'll be at $1 million in no time. There's a Susan note. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you. This actually feels good. You ain't gonna know. Man. They changed it too. I like the older one.
I know. Yeah, stood out a little bit more. Like stuck out the play button.
Holy crap! Look at that. I know you got yours, right? I'm actually happy.
Now where to put it?
You know what's crazy? That I built this with that one certain person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, we're gonna get that million together. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Well, thank you. I don't want to say his name because you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you for the ride. You got me. You helped me get to this point. You ain't get me there, but you helped me. So this is kind of a part his too. Damn. I can't wait for that million one though. It's gonna happen in the second quarter of this year, guaranteed, 100%.
Shit, congrats, man.
Okay, let's get there.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Good seeing you guys.
Appreciate it.
We hanging it up.
Huh? Huh?
The
In
office?
the office?
I don't even know. I don't look at this shit every. I'm always eating, so in the kitchen. Damn, they actually changed this a lot.
It used to be in like a little case, right?
It used to be like a case with a play button, a silver play button. Now it's a piece of metal, and they just take it out and they just put a mirror.
That's dope.
So this is a whole piece of metal, like aluminum. Oh, it's a thin sheet. That's what it is. It's probably a lot cheaper for them. You've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You have an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know that the numbers on your YouTube can get really big. We hope you don't lose sight of reality behind the 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel has been touched by what you created. They were inspired, challenged, or entertained. You achieved this milestone with hard work. Damn. You know how many people is 100,000 people? That shit is crazy. I think 100,000 people is you filling up 2 to 3 NBA arenas completely. And they're all just sitting there watching your video.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like 20 cents each one.
Yeah, like some of them are like 30,000. That shit is insane. But yo, I'm at 625.
Yeah.
626 right now. So imagine, that's like every NFL arena filled.
Cause you got like 100,000 like a month, right? Like November,
Like
December.
yeah, this month I'm at, the last 28 days I'm at 58,000 subscribers. So it's like going up.
Yeah.
And it's always been this way though. Before I was getting more, like I think from 200 to 400 was the fastest. I was getting 4,000 to 6,000 subscribers a day. Now it's like 2,000 and 3,000 a day. But this is incredible. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, gotta show one time. Nah, I'm happy cuz.
Thumbnail.
It's time to celebrate for this 100,000 subscriber thing. I'm gonna and you know, some good business that we're doing right now. Going to a good network that I actually need. I ain't gonna say I don't need it, but I actually need a network to represent me, and I want to represent the network well as well. So let's go out and celebrate, and let's go buy something. So this is what people don't know is last week sometime there was a Ford GT. Somebody called me, and they knew that I wanted a Ford GT. The Ford GT was like $998,000. But as you know, my situation, I couldn't buy this. But as you know, my situation, I couldn't buy this Ford GT. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let me call somebody. I know somebody who wants the car also. So I made $238,000 off of this purchase of selling the car. So it's time to celebrate with something. So, 100,000 subscriber plaque. Even though I'm at 625,000 subscribers, this calls for a celebration. New car. And I'm about to show you right now. Let's go. I sent her.
You better not fucking record me.
Why?
Because I look ugly as shit.
That's every day.
What is wrong?
That's every day. Look, he already got you from the other angle.
No, you don't.
Yes, he does.
Listen, I can't be on a fucking diet because this girl,
You're not on a diet and don't blame me.
she goes
Don't blame me.
and she buys a bunch of good shit. I don't know nobody who can't stop eating this stuff. Listen, it's not your
Who
fault that I'm
opened the box?
shoving it down my mouth.
Who opened the box?
You bring it. I
You
mean,
were supposed to see it.
you bring a bunch of cocaine to a party, somebody's gonna sniff it.
I want to see it.
That's a fact.
That's not true.
I'm not. There's people that can walk by this and have. I'm not built that way.
You told me I got self-control.
No, listen, I got self-control with a lot of things in life. I don't have self-control when it comes to sweets. I don't.
Name 3 things you got self-control with. Exactly.
I'm gonna name it right now.
It ain't cars, bitches, or food.
Drugs, 100%. I don't got them. I don't do no drugs. Number 2, it's not women. I ain't got no self-control.
Exactly.
I got self-control over not fucking people over. 100%. Like I don't have a nag to fuck people over. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
If somebody was like, yo, you can either eat these chocolate chip muffins or we'll give you $500,000. I was like, bitch.
You know.
I would be hungry.
By the way, this is not sponsored by Edmonds, but it's good as hell.
They are.
Oh my
You
god.
should make like a big
And
bag.
they only come with 4 in a
Because
pack.
they're for kids.
You know what I'm saying? 4 in a pack. But anyway, I think my biggest downfall is gonna be cars. 'Cause I just love fucking cars. But a lot of people write dumb shit like, why do you keep buying cars? That's a waste of, it's my business now. My business is to buy cars.
Yeah, but everybody buys something that's a waste of money. Everybody does.
And people do dumb shit. Look.
A bag is a waste of money. You can go to Walmart and buy a purse, bitch. Alright then. So don't tell me nothing about my cars.
Yeah, but
Everybody buys something that's a waste.
I
Everyone
don't-
tells you spend too much money on cars, probably got a Gucci belt.
But guess what? A Gucci belt costs $300, not $150,000 for a car.
100.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like now, I'm a content creator, so like this is what propels me forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a business tool now. Even though I love it, if somebody can smoke crack and make money, let's say I'm all for it.
I wouldn't.
Smoke crack and make money. No, if you could. Oh shit! They buy 10 bundles and start smoking crack,
Why you gotta make that
and they start making money off smoking crack. Think about it. That's not. But they're not in the business of smoking crack and making money.
Logic just be everywhere.
I was just saying the first line that pops in my mind.
But he be right though. That's the
No, that's exactly what it is.
You could have just stayed with the.
They listen.
100,000 is three.
They be talking shit with 10 perks in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And some lean. Damn, bro, you wasting money. Look down, motherfucker. You wasting money too.
There's people that make
And
so
your
much
life.
money and they spend so much money on weed that they got no bread in their
No,
pocket.
listen, I'm naturally high. I don't need to do no drugs. What better way to celebrate this 100,000 subscriber plaque that I got a long time ago, rather than go out and just go get a car right now. Let's go.
Cause a couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming. I got me an M when I kept on repeating the love with the sound of that money machine. I'm looking down at my diamonds be gleaming. I got me a coffee each day of the week. Bad bitches call telling me not to leave them. I swear I wake up and it feels like a dream. Cause a couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming. I got me an M when I kept on repeating the love with the sound of that money machine. I'm looking down at my diamonds be gleaming. I got me a coffee each day of the week. Bad bitches call telling me not to leave them. I swear I wake up and it feels like a dream. Holla. I swear I feel like I'm dreaming. I can't believe that I'm here. All of this shit wasn't easy. I had to face all my fears. I got 2 bros that ain't breathing. I lost them both in a year. I know I always be cheesing. That's just to hold back the tears. Cause a couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming. I got me an M when I kept on repeating the love with the sound of that money machine. I'm looking down at my diamonds be gleaming. I got me a coffee each day of the week. Bad bitches call telling me not to leave them. I swear I wake up and it feels like a dream. Cause a couple of years ago I wasn't eating. Now I watch out for them niggas that scheming. I got me an M when I kept on repeating the love with the sound of that money machine. I'm looking down at my diamonds be gleaming. I got me a coffee each day of the week. Bad bitches call telling me not to leave them. I swear I wake up and it feels like a dream. Holla.
Alright guys, so we're doing some driving here. Now people are going to be familiar with this car. If you own the GT350, if you own, you know, a new Mustang, you are familiar with this car. Nothing really changes much besides the power. There's no interior differences besides, you know, that big old Shelby logo, snake logo. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a Roush, you know, which they took away. But you know, the Roush was 720 horsepower on that stage 3 Roush, and that car was loud. Now there was an exhaust button here on the side, so you could cut on the exhaust, lower it, whatever. Right now we're in downtown Philadelphia. So this stage 3 car was literally incredible, but it was stick shift. That was the only difference with the stage 3. Besides that, you're gonna notice that there's not a shifter, which, you know, this should have gave people an option, but this is pretty dope. I think this makes it a lot more I don't know, it feels like it's timeless with this. Shifters can look older upon time. So, you know, so a rotary dial, which a lot of cars are going to turn to in the future, makes it a lot more timeless, at least to me, in my eyes. So this car has a ton of power. It feels like it's a little faster than the Hellcat. I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't, but it does. It really feels like it's faster than the Hellcat, but I don't think that it pulls like the Red Eye. I still think this is too much power for this body. It sounds very, very sinister. And remember, guys, right now, I'm not even driving it on, I'm gonna put it on sport. Now we're talking. Exhaust is sport now. Sorry, because I have to hold the camera in one hand. Oh. It sounds so, it pulls like nothing. But there's gonna be guys with a GT350 that make more horsepower than this, obviously, with mods, downpipes, pulleys, and tunes and everything. So if you have a GT350 and you don't look to spend 20, 30,000 over a sticker for this car, there's no point of even upgrading. And it's, you know, like, and I want you guys to realize this, man. When it comes to cars, there's always a hype. There's always this big hype. Oh my God, the new car. Oh my. Remember, that shit dies down. It dies down. The only car that I've seen that the hype never died down was the Hellcat. There's always something about a Hellcat that everyone wants. But eventually it's going to die down because everyone else is jumping into the 700s. Everyone else is touching the power that the Hellcat's touched. So, you know, it starts to suck now. Because at that time, oh my God, Dodge Hellcat, late 2015, Dodge Hellcat is touching, 707 horsepower when everyone's still in the 5s. So, it kind of sucks. But at the same time, it doesn't. Because it only means that we're getting closer to the era where it's 800 is next, 900, 1,000 horsepower factory. You know what I mean? So this it's a good time for cars. And cars making that much power, like the prices can't go up that much. So think about it, man. In the near future, we're gonna have a car that's hitting 800 to 900 horsepower for $60,000. Factory stock. It's gonna be incredible, man. The car community is only going to go up from here. It's a great time to be a car enthusiast because look, I got little Nissans trying to pass me. You know what I mean? But they don't really want me to get into it. These Brembos on this car are so massive, so massive. It is ridiculous how big these Brembos are. I think it's a lot of money that they're offering for this car. It's really expensive for the amount of technology that this car has. I mean, like, who am I to kid? Look at the Hellcat Red Eye, right? But at the same time, it's a whole new motor with the Hellcat Red Eye. The same thing it is with this car. The reason why I was so against Mustang for a very long time is because I was such a big Chevy fan. And there's a lot of people that can't admit it. Like, there's diehard Chevy fans that would never say that a Mustang is good. I don't care. I don't care if I'm a Dodge fan, a Chevy fan, a Ford fan. I don't care. If it's a good car, it's a good car. And I'm happy to say that I'm happy that Mustang stuck it out when, even Chevy was beating them with the Camaro. And the Camaro was spanking the Mustang for a while. And it feels so good to see Ford, like one of the only companies that didn't go down in the recession and, didn't take out this huge loan from the government. None of that. None of that. They made it all by themselves, man. And I'm proud of Ford. Seriously, I really am. I'm proud of Chevy, man. I'm proud of Chevy too, but like I'm not proud of the things that I'm proud of Chevy for for the C8, and I'm proud of them, you know, for getting a mid-engine car back, you know, what the consumer wanted, all for an amazing price, almost for the same price as this. I think this is more expensive than the damn C8, you know what I mean, base price. But I'm really, really proud of Chevy for that. But besides that, Chevy has been nothing but a disappointment to the entire car community, at least to me. You know, they're gonna drop the Camaro. They're dropping the Camaro. No V8 truck. No V8 sedan. It's a terrible time to be a Chevy fan. It really is. It really is. You have nothing to look forward to. You know, they dropped the LTZ and now it's called the Premier. I want to know who's in charge of Chevy, man. For God's sake, get a car guy in there. Get some car guys in there. Get some car guys over at Chevy, man. They need help. The Camaro, I don't care how much it's not selling. The Camaro, and I understand what they're doing. They don't want to compete. They don't want to compete, you know, the Camaro versus the Corvette. But now, listen, the Camaro will never be a mid-engine car. So now you can compete. Now you can compete the Camaro versus the Corvette and have the Corvette team, you know, beat them in horsepower, or, you know, now you can do that. But like for me, what people don't understand in life, right, is that there has to be competition. If not, it's gonna suck. A lot of the car companies hit their max potential once other car companies are breaking ground. That's why, like, regardless of the fact, I love Dodge for the rest of my life, because Dodge pushed the envelope. They went out in 2015 and put out a Dodge Hellcat for 707 horsepower and had everyone trying to chase them ever since. And now they've released the Red Eye with 797. And, you know, once somebody touches that, they'll come out with something 820 and 850. And this is how you get innovation. You know what I'm saying? And not to jump off topic, but this is the reason why, you know, the game Madden kind of sucks. Is because there's no competition. They bought all the NFL rights, and, you know, every year the game is the damn same. There's no new playbooks. It just feels and looks the same. So, you know, we need these three big guys competing against each other. We need Dodge, Ford, and Chevy competing against each other. And this actually is an amazing vehicle, and I can really say that I'm proud of all the American cars right now. Like, no one else does this, man. They really don't, especially for the price. But these cars are not cheap by any means. Like, these are literally selling for $20,000 to $30,000 over sticker, which is absolutely ridiculous. There's one dealership that I'm working with is incredible. One of the best dealerships in Jersey. So much power behind this vehicle. I love cars so much, man. I don't understand what it is with us men, but we just love vehicles. I feel blessed, guys. You have no idea. And I hope you guys, listen, there was a point in time where I used to look online and look at a bunch of different cars and see how much of these cars were worth, and only pray upon a day that I can be able to afford any of them cars. You know, and like, it feels like God has answered like all of my prayers. And this is something I want to tell you guys, that whatever line of work that you're doing, work hard, keep going at it. Remember, the key word here is called patience. Be patient. You know, if you know that you want a car like this, or a Hellcat, or any other vehicle that's your dream car, the thing is, guys, that you kind of have to sacrifice a little bit of your life. You got to kind of put in work and not go out there and just spend money on other things. You know, you kind of have to put in 2 or 3 years worth of work and save some money and make your dreams a reality, guys. You got to kind of move forward now. You know, you want to make this a reality in life, guys, then you gotta kind of, you know, put some things in perspective. You know, okay, I'm not gonna spend this amount of money. You know, you smoke cigarettes, fuck it, get some Nicorette gum. Try to jump off of it. Maybe you could save some extra money. Like, you know, these little things you think that don't matter, and they actually really do. They actually really do matter. You know? So I'm praying that, you know, you guys can figure this out, and not only that, man, live your dreams. Because I used to watch a lot of car vloggers back in the days, and I used to watch, you know, the Casey Neistats, and how is he able to afford so many drones, and how is he able to do this, and how, and guys, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, you know. I had to kind of, you know, get up there and work, and you know, like, the sad part is that, you know, I lost a marriage over this, and you know, I started making a lot of money. I became blind. There's a lot of things that I've done that I've really messed up on in life. But one thing I've never stopped being is I've never stopped being a good person, even though I've done bad things. Everything that I've done has led me up to this point in life, and everything that you've done has led you up to the point of life wherever you are now. Whether you're good, whether you're still trying to make it, whether you're down and out right now, man. I remember times, no joking, and a lot of people aren't gonna believe me, man, but I remember times in 2008 and 2009 that I used to put salt and pepper in the palm of my hands to eat because I didn't have any food. And that's a God honest truth. Like, I swear on everything, you know. And I used to, like, sometimes I used to, like, ask God, like, damn, like, why is this happening to me? You know, like, why am I going through this? Like, God, like, why? Like, you know, like, is it something that I've done wrong? And guys, it's really not. It's really not, man. Sometimes, you know, God says, listen, man, I'm not, and I don't mean to get spiritual on you guys or nothing, but, you know, I'm not going to sit here and hand you something and you're not working for it. You have to kind of work for things in life, you know? Like, an idea means nothing. An idea is nothing. So when someone says, hey, I have an idea means nothing. I can have a million ideas. I have an idea that I want to make. I want to build a skyscraper, and I want to build a skyscraper in Mars. And so I'm gonna hit up NASA. Hey, I want you guys to help me fund the project. I want to kind of put a, you know, I want to put a skyscraper in Mars, and they're gonna look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, when some people hit me up, hey, Omi, I got an app idea. Like, I have a million app ideas also, but you know, you gotta try. And when you believe in an idea, like this is what I'm saying. When you believe in an idea, you put your all into that idea. You sacrifice your household. You sacrifice everything in your being. You sacrifice every dollar you've ever made, and you put everything behind that idea. That's when you firmly believe in something. That's called a dream. When you put everything behind your dreams, everything will come into fruition because you believe in it. Now, you can have 20 ideas this week and have 20 people fund them, and none of them will work. And you don't give a shit at the end of the day. Why? Because you didn't fund that idea. That hard work didn't come from you. Now, the only thing that you're looking to do is benefit from the money that they're putting into the ideas that you made. But that's not a dream. Your dream is like, YouTube was my dream. This is my biggest dream, is to become a YouTuber and get bigger than Casey Neistat. That's my dream. I mean, am I gonna be bigger than Casey? I'll probably never be bigger than Casey. But guess what? I'm gonna work at being bigger than Casey. That he's the GOAT. He's my favorite YouTuber of all time. And this is how sometimes life works. You know what I mean, guys? So you gotta kind of put everything into play to start getting things and getting results done in life. And I'm not talking about big things. Like, don't be like, hey, I want to get a Lamborghini, knowing that you only make $10 an hour. It's not physically possible. You know, you save up your money. You save up your money. You save up some of your money. You invest in something, or you get a better job, or you go to school and work at the same time. And you know, if you're a man, you get your CDL and get a better paying job than actually working at Walmart or something like that. That's how life works. You get what I'm trying to say? And I promise you, man, life will start looking a lot better for you and everything. Because there was times that I wish that I could afford a car like this. And guess what? 2020, I'm in cars like this. 2019, I'm in cars like this. 2018, I'm in cars like this. 2017, I'm in cars like this. 2016 and 15, I had shit. You get what I'm trying to say? I mean, 2016, I was in cars like this. But 2015, I had jack shit. I had some money from some things that I've done, but like it wasn't life-changing, you know? And guys, I promise you, your life is gonna change. Once you start putting priorities and having checklists and going through certain things in life, I promise you guys, things will get better for you. Things will get better for you. Ripping around the city in Philadelphia. I am so impressed by this pony. I really am. I'm gonna head over to my friend's house real quick, go have a conversation with him, then start getting ready to go home. You know, this place right here reminds me of the time in 2015 where I used to sell DVDs and I had to come all the way up here to sell DVDs to people. And, you know, doing door-to-door delivery, DVDs, sales, and man, it's crazy how far in life I've came. It's crazy how many friends I've lost. It's just crazy. I think it would have had the red matching little pops in the back, like the Supra, the little pop. This car would have been, it would have set it off. But I think I could do it my damn self. But this exhaust sounds so incredible. It is out of this damn world, honestly. But yeah, guys, talk to you later.
Looking up and see no stunner. Looking down to see tripping. Neck worth for $500,000. Niggas mad cause I'm living. On Instagram trying to kill them. But I'm too busy fucking bad bitches getting M's, nigga, I'm chillin'. Twin size, had to sleep on it. New crib, drop 3 on it. Hit the club and just keep going. See, I'm going to stop, but I keep throwing. If